Let's take a running drill and try and make it as game specific as possible. So here is a drill you might do without the ball. Now if you're training by yourself, this is a great drill. Gets great results doing it once or twice a week at the tail end of your pre-season, when you're trying to ramp up the intensity a little bit with less recovery times. So just shuttle runs, 20 on, 20 off at 20 metres, and then the same at 15 metres and the same at 10 metres. Just decreasing the rest period and the work period and increasing the reps. Gets great results once or twice a week. Just try and leave about 3 or 4 days between doing it twice a week. Now if you want to include a ball, you can do it, same drill, just dribble up, leave it, sprint back. Nothing wrong with that. It doesn't really make it any more game specific. It just maybe distracts you from the fact that all you're doing is sprinting. Totally up to you if you use a ball or not. Some players throw a ball into everything and they think instantly it's going to be game specific. It's just going to make it a little bit more fun, as fun as it can be considering it's a fitness drill. Now if you're with a team or you're working with a group of mates, you can try and be inventive or creative as you can. If you're a gaffer or you're an assistant coach or whatever it might be, you can try and use your own style of play and try and create your own drills, but try and use the same work to rest ratios. If you're just with a group of mates, you can keep it even simpler. You can just do some shooting drills or passing patterns into a shot. But I think, for instance, a common thing might be the ball being out wide and trying to get the ball into the midfielder to then play it to the far side. So really here you've got a wide player and a striker who's doing effectively doggies, the shuttle runs back and forth. But all they're going to try and do is get on the end of crosses, get them into the box, transition back as if they're defending, but constantly do that for the work to rest period. These players here, they'll be on their 2-minute rest, and all they're doing is just knocking the ball, doing their little passing patterns. If it's with a coach, no doubt you'll have a style or a rotation to get out of that wide position, and then you'll wait for the trigger for when this player is in a certain position to get the ball into this midfield player and whip it out wide. They're not going to get a ton of crosses and finishes because obviously it's only 20 seconds, but you can try and get some in, maybe 3 or 4, or 4 or 5 over the course of a set. As soon as their 20 seconds is up, these guys swap out and this player swaps in. So 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off, and they two just rotate, and then these 4 players become these players here. They're not working hard out here, they're just knocking the ball around, trying to replicate what the coach wants or what you want. And as the distance starts to get smaller, say this is roughly 20 metres, when it gets to 15 and 10 metres, you can try and be a little bit more creative, maybe going in around the box where the distances are shorter and sharper. But again, you can be as creative as you want, but really just try and be inventive and try and make it more specific to how the game actually looks and how, if you're a coach, how you want it to look with your team, without getting too far away from the actual work to rest periods, which is going to give you that fitness element that you're trying to get from the players for pre-season.